Hi, I'm Sue. Thank you for joining me for today's Bible reading for January 8th. I'm reading two chapters today, Genesis 25 and 26, and I'm reading the World English Bible. Verse 1. Abraham took another wife, and her name was Keturah. She bore him Zimran, Joksham, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. Joksham became the father of Sheba and Dedan. The sons of Dedan were Ashurim, Letushim, and Lumim. The sons of Medan were Ephah, Epher, Hanok, Abida, and Eldah. All these were the children of Keturah. Abraham gave all that he had to Isaac, but Abraham gave gifts to the sons of Abraham's concubines. So awkward sometimes the way it's worded. While he still lived, he sent them away from Isaac his son eastward to the east country. These are the days of the years of Abraham's life which he lived, 175 years. Abraham gave up his spirit and died of a good old age, an old man and full of years, and was gathered to his people. Isaac and Ishmael, his sons, buried him in the cave of Machpelah in the field of Ephron, the son of Zohar, the Hittite, which is near Mamre, the field which Abraham purchased from the children of Heth. Abraham was buried there with Sarah his wife. After the death of Abraham, God blessed Isaac his son. Isaac lived in Beer-lahai-roi. Now this is the history of the generations of Ishmael, Abraham's son, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's servant, bore to Abraham. These are the names of the sons of Ishmael by their names, according to the order of their birth. The firstborn of Ishmael, Nebaioth, then Kedar, Adbeel, Mibsam, Mishma, Duma, Massa, Hadad, Tema, Jeter, Naphish, and Kedemah. These are the sons of Ishmael, and these are the names by their villages and by their encampments, 12 princes according to their nations. These are the years of the life of Ishmael, 137 years. He gave up his spirit and died and was gathered to his people. They lived from Havilah to Shur, that is before Egypt, as you go toward Assyria. He lived opposite all his relatives. This is the history of the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham became the father of Isaac. Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel the Syrian of Padan Aram, the sister of Laban the Syrian, to be his wife. Isaac entreated Yahweh for his wife because she was barren. Yahweh was entreated by him, and Rebekah was his wife conceived. The children struggled together within her. She said, "If it is like this, why do I live?" She went to inquire of Yahweh. Yahweh said to her, "Two nations are in your womb, two people who will be separated from your body. The one people will be stronger than the other people. The elder will serve the younger." When her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. The first came out red all over like a hairy garment. They named him Esau. After that his brother came out, and his hand had hold of Esau's heel. He was named Jacob. Isaac was 60 years old when she bore them. The boys grew. Esau was a skillful hunter, a man of the field. Jacob was a quiet man, living in tents. Now Isaac loved Esau because he ate his venison. Rebekah loved Jacob. Jacob boiled stew. Esau came in from the field, and he was famished. Esau said to Jacob, "Please feed me with some of that red stew, for I am famished." Therefore his name was called Edom. Jacob said, First sell me your birthright." Esau said, "Behold, I am about to die. What good is the birthright to me?" Jacob said, "Swear to me first." He swore to him. He sold his birthright to Jacob. Jacob gave Esau bread and lentil stew. He ate and drank, rose up, and went his way. So Esau despised his birthright. There was a famine in the land in addition to the first famine that was in the days of Abraham. Isaac went to Abimelech, king of the Philistines, to Gerar. Yahweh appeared to him and said, "Don't go down into Egypt. Live in the land I will tell you about. Live in this land, and I will be with you, and will bless you. For I will give to you and your offspring all these lands, and I will establish the oath which I swore to Abraham your father. I will multiply your offspring as the stars of the sky, and will give all the lands to your offspring. In your offspring all the nations of the earth will be blessed, because Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my requirements, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws." So now he's hearing it for himself, not just through his dad telling him about this promise from Yahweh. Verse 6. Isaac lived in Gerar. The men of the place asked him about his wife. He said, "She is my sister," for he was afraid to say my wife, lest he thought the men of the place might kill me for Rebekah, because she is beautiful to look at. When he had been there a long time, Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out at a window, not out of a window, but out at a window, and saw, and behold, Isaac was caressing Rebekah, his wife. Abimelech called Isaac and said, "Behold, surely she is your wife. Why did you say she is my sister?" Isaac said to him, "Because I said, lest I die because of her." Abimelech said, "What is this that you have done to us? One of the people might easily have lain with your wife, and you would have brought guilt on us." Abimelech commanded all the people, saying, "He who touches this man and his wife will surely be put to death." Isaac sowed in that land and reaped in the same year 100 times what he had planted. Yahweh blessed him. The man grew great and grew more and more until he became very great. He had possessions of flocks, possessions of herds, and a great household. The Philistines envied him. Now all the wells which his father's servants had dug in the days of Abraham his father, the Philistines had stopped and filled with earth. Abimelech said to Isaac, "Go away from us, for you are much mightier than we." Isaac departed from there and camped in the valley of Gerar and lived there. Isaac dug again the wells of water, which they had dug in the days of Abraham his father, for the Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham. He called their names after the names by which his father had called them, because they weren't just wells, these were memorials. I was going to say something else about that, but I won't. But Abraham did build other memorials as well to God when God had spoken to him. Verse 19. Isaac's servants dug in the valley and found there a well of flowing water. The herdsmen of Gerar argued with Isaac's herdsmen, saying, "The water is ours." So he called the name of the well Esek, because they contended with him. They dug another well, and they argued over that also. So he called its name Sitnah. Let me see what these mean. Hold on. That's a little footnote. Okay, the first one, Esek, means contention. And the second one, Sitnah, means hostility. Verse 22. He left that place and dug another well. They didn't argue over that one, so he called it Rehoboth, which means broad places. He said, "For now Yahweh has made room for us, and we will be fruitful in the land." He went up from there to Beersheba. Yahweh appeared to him in the same night and said, "I am the God of Abraham your father. Don't be afraid, for I am with you, and I will bless you and multiply your offspring for my servant Abraham's sake." He built an altar there and called on Yahweh's name and pitched his tent there. There Isaac's servants dug a well. Then Abimelech went to him from Gerar with Ahuzeth, his friend, and Phicol, the captain of his army. I remember Phicol, but I don't remember that other name. Ahuzeth. Verse 27. Isaac said to them, "Why have you come to me, since you hate me?" Oh, that's right. Okay. So Abimelech comes to Isaac here with. Remember, he had the captain of his army, Phicol, before when he spoke. I assume it's the same Abimelech when he spoke to Abraham. Anyway, let me start back at the beginning of that. It says, "Then Abimelech went to him from Gerar with Ahuzeth his friend and Phicol the captain of his army. Isaac said to them, 'Why have you come to me, since you hate me, and have sent me away from you?' They said, 'We saw plainly that Yahweh was with you. We said, let there now be an oath between us, even between us and you, and let's make a covenant with you, that you will do us no harm, as we have not touched you, and as we have done to you nothing but good, and have sent you away in peace. You are now the blessed of Yahweh.' He made them a feast, and they ate and drank. They rose up sometime in the morning, and swore an oath to one another. Isaac sent them away, and they departed from him in peace. The same day Isaac's servants came and told him concerning the well which they had dug, and said to him, 'We have found water.' He called it Sheba, which means oath or seven. Just a minute, gotta get back to the page. So it says, 'We have found water.' He called it Sheba. It's Shibah. So not the other common word, Sheba, but Sheba, Shibah. So we have he called it Sheba. Therefore, the name of the city is Beersheba to this day. 34. Last two verses. When Esau was 40 years old, he took his wife Judith, the daughter of Beeri the Hittite, and Basemath, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, They grieved Isaac's and Rebekah's spirits. And that's it. That's the ending. Let me read those last two verses again. When Esau was 40 years old, he took his wife Judith, the daughter of Beeri the Hittite, and Basemath, the daughter of Elon the Hittite. They grieved Isaac's and Rebekah's spirits. And that's it. Okay, have a wonderful day or evening whenever you're listening to this. God bless you. I'm so glad you joined me. Be sure to check the description for some helpful links, including an email address by which you may get your free one-year Bible if you like. Till next time.